There you go. If you guys are out chasing something, always ask.
Always.
What else do you have? It might just be a D9
Yeah, I
tractor.
mean, if you have to, tell them, say, hey, you got a place around here I can go use the bathroom? Do your needs a little bit like that? You know, when you walk off, start looking. You know what they got hiding behind the barn, you know?
That is awesome. Worldwide shipping is available on this cream pupper. What a great day to be alive. Once in a lifetime opportunity. Runs hard. Wow. Outstanding. So grab your cup of Joe and let's go. So what day is today? It's YJ Day. I was thinking on work this morning, you guys always tell me how old I am. Think about the YJs are old now.
Yeah, they're classic.
They are classic. 95 being the last year, they're 30 years old. We do chase them. We try to keep some of the very best in the warehouse. They're hard to find.
They are in good condition.
In good condition. They were driven hard and put up wet. Kind of like XJ Cherokees.
Yeah.
So, I personally like the YJs. There's some people out there that don't like them because of square headlights. Alex has spent a bunch of time in one.
Yeah.
Especially when you get in a later one, a 91 to 95 with a 4.0. But anyway, grab your cup of Joe. We're going to go get a 4.0. All right, we're in Quinlan, Texas, out to see our buddy and old friend Thomas. He's always got classic cars, and today he's got a Jeep, which we bought Jeeps from over the years, and it's his birthday. Happy birthday, old man.
Yeah.
You got that tax exemption yet?
Probably about, I know that.
Are you there?
What is it?
65?
AAA or something?
Oh, ARP, I got that.
Yeah, they've been sending it to me in the mail. So.
Oh, I have my ARP card. It's actually a good discount. How are you?
So what's going on with you?
Same old, same old.
Why didn't you bring me a shirt? Well, everybody else has got one.
I'll bring you a whole pack. I'll send you a whole package tomorrow. Actually,
I probably have some.
I actually thought about that this morning.
So what else is going on? I mean, you know, it's been a long time since we really done a Jeep together. You know,
it has.
But you know, you're my go-to guy always on a Jeep. You know, if it's got just empty every pocket written on the side of it, it's your coffee.
That's right.
It's gotta be,
remember those shirts?
Oh, I definitely do. That was hilarious.
I trademarked that. I remember back in the day, you had kind of started picking Dallas, not clean, but they weren't as prevalent.
Yeah.
So Thomas would come by the house and grab the rig and go to Colorado and just bring it back full of Jeeps.
Well, I went up there on vacation and I found out that there was more of them up there. And what was crazy about it is that during the summer they don't like them, but in the winter they're a necessity. Right. You know, because they're running around, and most every one of them had a hardtop, and you love the hardtops. You know, that was a great deal too.
Yeah, so we were shocked about the ones up there, as they weren't rusty.
Interiors were great.
Yeah,
the interior. I mean,
they weren't roasted like
right. They weren't just burnt to the ground. You know, like they are around here most of the time. You started making all the little things, the little parts, pieces that were unavailable, having them remade and all that.
Still doing it.
And you're yeah, I guess you probably still are. But at the end of the day, you know, you were the guy. I mean, you know, you took it serious. You wasn't just a guy that started building Jeeps and putting a few Jeeps together, you know, and selling them and this and that. But you really done a great job with them. You know, you didn't fix them. You didn't. Well, no, I'm serious. You know, you fixed them right. You done them right. I don't know how many engines I built for you over the past for those things. You know, but the thing is, most of those 6-cylinders were good motors, and normally if they need to rebuild it, they had 300,000 miles on it.
Yeah, I wish your machine shop was still. He still does stuff, but it's got to be high end. Yeah. His specialty.
Well, the thing is that you know I did so many motors, and you really just remember the day I called you and I said, Denny, Uncle, I can't take no more.
Yeah, we would just literally send truckloads of 4.2 still.
Trailer. He'd bring it down there in like a trailer, like well, not that big a trailer, but
the other thing. Go back to Colorado Jeeps real quick.
Yeah.
That we noticed early on was the majority of those had really good gears in them.
Yeah,
that you didn't see in Jeeps here in Texas.
Right, and remember,
and the T18
and I remember,
4-speeds.
That's right. Most of them had T18 4-speeds.
The early ones.
The early ones did. You know, I don't know. I bought you one time. It was a strange one. It had a 401 and a T18 in it. I don't know what year it was. I can't remember the Jeep. I think it was red or something like that.
And then we'd also get, which we rarely got here, was the factory 8274 Warren winches. That was just cool stuff.
Do you still like 8274s?
Absolutely.
I've got 2 of them right now.
All right.
And I don't need them for any reason at all. If you're interested in one, I might just sell you one. Okay? But I got the controllers with them. I got one that's still on a mount out there. It's on the whole front of a something that come off of it. But I've had
Those
it
things are
forever.
heavy, but they're great winches.
Oh, it'd take all 3 of us. I'm serious to pick it up and set it up. And that with the mount and everything.
It's going to take all 2 of y'all.
Yeah. Oh, you're not gonna do anything.
No, I'll help.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, I kind of there's a piece of this puzzle, okay, that bothers me. Okay, you know, for all the complaints I got for you, I got one that I really don't like.
Okay.
You know, I watch every video you get. It pops up on my phone. Good Lord, you know, I mean, if you do a video, bam, you know, it's on my phone, okay? But there's always something that you kind of leave out of the picture that bothers me, okay? Now, we know that Jeeps, you know, what they're built for. Now, we go all the way back to, you know, if you could say one vehicle won the war, it's got to be the Jeep, you know, I mean, in a way, a vehicle, okay?
Sure.
And, you know, the main thing that a Jeep was really for is four-wheeling, right? Now, you do key in on condition and little bitty things, you know that the dealer, you know, once something went to a dealer, it got broken, like I think that thing on the top of the top or something like that. You point that out, always, right? But I don't see you do much of what it was built for. I mean, actually...
That's because I'm always working. My guys do it.
No. This is you, okay? Okay, you're the boss, you're the man, you're the king, okay? So, I don't see you take them out, four-wheel them a little bit, you know, roughhouse them like they're meant for. I don't see much of that. Now,
the last big thing I did was probably 4 years ago. I did the Rubicon Trail.
Hey Rich, I've had a killer day today. Hope you did too, but I doubt you had as much fun as I did. I'm at the B.F. Goodrich KM3 Terrain Takeover. First thing we did this morning, had a killer breakfast, helicopter to the top of the Rubicon, jumped in a JK Rubicon on 37th and ran the Rubicon. And then after that, we got on these crazy Ultra 4 cars, 750 horsepower. I got to ride with Tom Ways, one of the best drivers out there. And then we went down to Killer Lunch, another helicopter ride. Now we're in the back to Squaw Valley at the bottom of the hill, and we're about to take these and go for a rip. So pretty sure I had a better day than you did, but see you later, R.
Anyway, today I want to demonstrate something. I'm going to bring something to the point here, okay, that I think that you ought to really key in on a little bit more, okay? You know, you could say, is it called a Leaf or is it called a Jeep?
Alright.
You know, I mean, what is it here, okay? But at the end of the day, there's one little thing that I want you to do. I'm going to go back and I'm going to get the Jeep, okay?
Are we going to jump it?
Well, we're not going to jump it.
Okay.
We are going to jump over something, but it's not going to be much.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it's kind of a point of it.
Anticipation's killing me.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, okay, it's one of the reasons why I was talking to you to death.
Okay.
You know?
All right.
But you know, I'll tell you what I want. Of course, you know, we got a camera guy here, right?
Yep, you got a camera.
I want this guy, okay, to keep an eye on that stick and that can right there for me, okay?
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show you what a Jeep can do, okay? All right? This is what I want you to do.
They don't know that.
I'm going to try, okay? Let's put it this way, okay? Did you see that? Did you see this thing? It jumped over that just like it wasn't even there. Can you believe it?
Well,
And that's what this is for. Isn't that what this is for? Tell me.
That is
that
what
what
it's
it's for?
for.
Okay. Now, you try that with a Mercedes-Benz. You try that with a BMW. You try that with a Honda Civic. What are you going to end up with? Nothing but a repair bill.
Or a problem.
Or a problem or a repair bill. But you know what? You can get in that Jeep and you can go anywhere. If you're tall enough to get in it.
I would say that was a little risky on those old school Pro Comps.
Well, you know what? They may be old school, but you know, so am I, okay? So, you know that this man, now I want a couple things I want to point out. This man made this bumpers. He was an engineer, okay? He made them. He did himself. Even a lock here to lock it. Made this, made the third tail light, okay? He didn't like what he could buy, okay? I mean, what it came with, so he wanted it his way. And on top of that, he even went, he loved to drink Big Gulps. You know what that is?
No, I was looking at the 4-liter decal.
Oh yeah, do you know what that is? That's the stop. Instead of the original stop being up here,
Right.
he made a rubber stop for this so it doesn't come around and crush the tail light.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there was a problem that he couldn't stand. He loved to drink Big Gulps, okay? He 100% loved to drink Big Gulps. So what did he do? He made his own cup holders that were big enough to hold a Big Gulp. I'm telling you the truth. You know, now I'm going to have to ask you this, okay? He wanted these seats. He wanted them to be power. He wanted them to work. He wanted it to match the back. This is the seats he liked.
Never seen those seats before.
And I don't know what they are. I thought maybe you could tell me.
Look like
I don't know what they are, but they're super nice and they go with everything.
What's your guess, Alex?
These look very similar to the Durango.
Do they right? Yeah, because I couldn't put it. It's in 4-wheel drive right now. I did it. Yeah, that adjusts the lumbar right here. That's what it does. No, really. Look, it goes up, it goes down. Both of them are power as well.
Django Durango seats.
Hey, I think it's cool.
Now, here's something I've never seen before.
What?
What did they cut down CJ rocker moldings?
No, those are no. Look, they're capped on the end.
Okay, so
I don't know what they are. Was this something that you could buy?
that looks like a CJ rocker molding that they polished real heavy and mounted.
Well,
I've never seen that.
No,
before.
I thought it's the same thing. I thought maybe they're cut down something, but they're capped on the ends. You know, what's it's me being a fabricator, there's some little things that I kind of look at. It really probably doesn't mean anything to anybody.
No, it's nicely done.
But look at this, okay, see, he stopped his weld here so the washer would clear. Because think about it, with the weld coming all the way down, that little washer would, you know, it's little things like that, you know, when the guy's thinking it out, right? Oh, and that's the across their windshield. See the windshield?
That's crazy.
Look right here.
Yeah, they usually replace multiple.
Yeah,
times.
that's got to be the first thing to go, isn't it? And the inside light works.
Did he tow this?
I don't know. He passed away. I don't have a great story. I know that in the glove box there's just tons of paperwork. There's listen to me. There's a brochure for it. You know, lots of paperwork. You'd really enjoy opening up the glove box and pulling out what's in there. Air conditioning is ice cold. Oh, and look at the original red spark plug wires. You know how I know that? From all the engines used to send me. They came with original red spark plug wires. Yeah. Yes, they did.
That's cool.
Okay.
And this is factory air.
Yeah,
you got your Mopar
air.
air sticker, which is really cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's original paint everywhere, Danny. I mean, I didn't buff it, didn't polish it, didn't do nothing. I wanted to leave all that to you. This is the Splash Edition too, right?
I think so.
Yeah,
that doesn't actually code out in the build sheet.
Now,
that is a Splash decal.
Okay, well, I definitely Googled that.
And the flares being painted red would make sense that it's a Splash.
Oh, you know, so this Jeep has one step that he custom made for this side? His wife apparently was 4'11", and he was 6'2". Okay, so he made her this, and it's over designed. I don't know. You might want to copy it.
Looking at this looks like a TJ head, TJ valve cover, AC setup. Where I'm going with this, I think this is an
early
06,
TJ.
very early.
Okay,
so I think this
TJ.
is an 0630 top end, which is great.
Okay. Was that better or worse? You know, to me, you brought the motors up.
To me, it's better. It's upgraded. So I think this YJ being a 95, built in the 6 month, late in the 6 month of production.
Okay.
This has got all the upgrades you could possibly get on a YJ, as far as mechanical.
Mechanical upgrades.
We messed with these early on.
I did look. It's 355 gear.
It's good gear.
Okay, it's 355 gear. All the 4-wheel drive. It's in 4-wheel drive right now. I just used it to creep up here for you. Okay. But it does shift into 4-wheel drive. Shifts out of 4-wheel drive. The light comes on the dash. You know, as it properly should. And that's got to be the first one I ever seen the light work. That kind of blew me away. Okay. Anyway.
Well, these were AX15 Jeeps, and we both finally gave up after a while. Because remember the early ones had the Peugeots, the 87s.
Yeah, that Peugeot split case.
Through the first 3 months of it.
Yeah.
Terrible transmission.
Terrible.
Just unbelievable. The stories and nightmares. It's true.
Yeah, it was not capable of what it needed to be done.
Well, the other problem we had is when we were ripping apart to rebuild them. I mean, you were a master. Hugo's a master. Once the tolerance went away in that case.
Oh yeah.
It didn't matter how many new parts you threw at it.
Even if we bought new gears and new everything, okay, when you put it together, it was just loose. Okay, the whole transmission was just rather loose. This is AX15. I did recognize that.
Yeah, that's killer transmission.
You know, and it doesn't do anything wrong. Doesn't scratch. Doesn't nothing. I mean, goes right in gear properly. You can drive it yourself and see it does everything it should be. I don't think this Jeep was ever mistreated. I think it was, you know, cosmetically lifted. You know what I mean? I don't think it was ever used for anything, to tell you the truth.
Well, it was definitely pro comp to death, which is not unusual. So this has been a full.
Well, I guess that's probably.
It made a trip to 4-wheel parts. The guy did a great job on the pumpers, though. Red, gray interior, gray top, 80,000 miles, power steering, power brakes, AC tilt.
Oh, Danny,
very nicely optioned Jeep. Tires are 24 years old.
About the tires, it's holding air, okay? Come on.
You know, we still got to service it.
Oh, I know. You got to about something. Oh, and would you please explain something to me
I'll try.
that only you would probably know?
So the top is from 02.
Yeah, 02. Would you please explain to me what this attraction is? Please.
Alex have to answer that.
Would
That's
you
like a
please
neat
answer
thing.
this to me? Would you tell me why every Jeep I see either has anywhere from 1 to 1,000 of them across the windshield?
I had an older Jeep and we didn't do that. Zach was the guy. He had the newer Jeep.
Okay, well
he was the duck master.
Okay, well
No, I was not.
Okay, well I was going to ask you, thinking, or one of you guys that would probably answer this for me.
Yeah.
What I understand was this was born out of a love situation where this lady drove a Jeep. She liked Jeeps, and this guy was in a store, and she come out, and she had bought some little baby duckies like this, okay, for her kid or something like that. And so she put one out of love on the windshield, insinuating that she loved the Jeep. The guy's window was down, so he put it in it. You understand? Okay? So somehow or another that took root, okay? And it's spread all across the United States that all Jeep lovers that love other people's Jeeps share a rubber ducky. And they put them on the windshield. Am I this is what I Googled. Now I have no
That's
idea.
true.
I figured you probably wrote the article. To be honest with you, you know.
That sounds right to me.
But I got to tell you, I just don't. You know, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I'd rather for somebody to put that than like a hatchet on my windshield.
Now, since Thomas took a break because it's hot outside, it's his birthday. He's 82 years old. He also had to go to the bathroom. We got a while, so I'm going to take 5 grooms. Best benefits I've gotten out of this is strong nails, hair's getting better, but most importantly to me is your gut health. The grooms are a prebiotic. They're methylated, which means it helps your body absorb these better than a tablet will. Look at that little gummy. They taste good too. Most multivitamins have 7 to 9 vitamins. Grooms has 20 plus vitamins and minerals and over 60 ingredients. Got more dietary fiber than most multivitamins out there. 3, you gotta take 8 of them. It's a lot of fun. But it does help with your immune system, your recovery, and your cognition. Makes you think a little bit better. I'm a little bit cleaner and crisper in the afternoon when I'm having to do paperwork. Yes, I do still do paperwork. 8 grooms a day, tasty gummies, gut health, cognition, beauty, you gotta try them. We've been on them for a while here at the shop, Zach and I. Superfood green gummies, grooms. And get up to 52% off, just click on the link in the description below. And so if you look at the Jeep, it's got a CV in it, it's got a winch. This was set up to where it could run, you know, like when you go to Oklahoma on the trails where you have to go in and pay your ticket.
Yeah, yeah.
This would make it all the way through tech to go on a one trail.
Oh, so it has to be inspected before you're allowed to go for safety reasons?
Yeah,
things
well, you
like
got to
that?
have your fire extinguisher, you have to have your CB radio, you need a certain amount of lift, which it's got.
Okay, to clear certain obstacles,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
So, I mean,
sticks and cans and stuff like that.
I don't think this Jeep has been beat up and set up like that, but somebody set this up to a high level where it could go
Okay.
and run a 1 or a 2 trail.
I think it's been more rode around.
It looks like a street Jeep to me.
Yeah. It's
Well, they used to say mall crawler, but that got to be kind
okay,
of
well, you was always weird about catalytic converters and things. I don't think it matters all that much anymore, but it does in a way. So I thought you'd enjoy that fact that it's still got all that.
Dude, if you remember back in the day, and this is why it would drive me crazy.
Oh, yeah,
They used to come to the lot at Collins Brothers and pop the hoods and all the CJs
Yep.
and make sure they had the smog pumps
Yep.
on them, air injection, and we did.
Yeah.
And backfire valves, remember all that stuff?
Every bit of it.
Crazy.
So, you know, I was buying these nice Jeeps, and you know, they were priced right. And did it say, does it have catalytic converter? Does it have this? Does it have that? You know, does it have all the smog stuff on it? And I'd be like, no, it's the first thing it took off. Forget it. Pass
They wouldn't
on.
allow us to retail them.
No. So either that or the
can
Jeep
now.
Either that or the Jeep had to be so nice that it was worth putting it all back on. You know, for you to mess with it. I mean, it truly was. You know.
Complete owner's manual kit, that's great. I like the Jeep.
Well, that's all I care
Great
about.
options,
Do you
great
like
colors.
it?
Yeah. And believe it or not, 80,000 miles on a YJ, that's a 4-liter, is low. It's not low like I like 10,000 original miles or 20, but. $9,500. A little overkill for this thing. That's fantastic. Alpine CD. Yeah, back in the day, this guy spent a bunch of money
Yeah,
at
this is a
four-wheel parts. Well, let's go take it for a drive.
Hey, jump in.
I never test drive anything. All right, you guys know we don't normally test drive stuff. Thomas is an ace mechanic, so I'm sure this thing's in great shape. He said it was, but he's asking like a world's record price for this Jeep. And I have bought a lot of Jeeps from him, but believe it or not, and Alex knows this because he had one that he put a gazillion miles on. These 4.0 YJs are rust-free, straight like this, with 80,000 miles. They're hard to find, aren't they? I generally have a rule of thumb, and this is just my belief. I don't like to buy these with more than 90 on them because we got to service them. 80's great. That's 10,000 miles under my mark, but we rarely see these even with 80 on them. Yeah. It's got some good gears in it. Gears may have been switched. Okay, so we're at Thomas's house. He's always got really cool stuff in his shop laying around, and I know that. So I always like to see some of what he's got, which that is just a minor part of what he has.
It's original paint, it's original everything. That would be the only one that I would truly prefer to get rid of. That one's my first one down there. This one right here, there's a sentimental reason behind it, and my sister gave me this one right here I'd sell. Okay, it's got the original fenders on it, it's got the brake, everything's original on that bike except for I don't have the pedals.
It's cool.
And it's a 5-speed. Now remember, you can get it as a 3-speed as well, but that one's a 5-speed. It's hot in here.
How much is the mainspring?
Well,
I love that. I love that. Love the rear end.
You get one. You don't get all of them.
I don't get all 3 of these?
You got to leave. Your rear end is yours. That's free. Okay? I ain't going to get that down today. Forget it. We have to come in here with a forklift and get that thing down, and I ain't moving. I got this one tore apart, but it's yours. And I gave it to you 5 years ago, so what are you worried about?
I'm not worried about it.
No, you shouldn't be worried about it because I gave it to you 5 years ago.
That down?
We can get that down as long as
we get that down?
And we can get that down. But I really wanted to just sell you one. But if you want them both, I'll sell them both to you. And that's only because you do it for me.
That's right.
And in the back of your shop, there was an old go-kart that I bought you years ago for $200. You griped until the end of the world. Or why did you bring me this piece of junk? And you still got it.
I like looking at it.
I know you do. But why in the world did you bitch at me about it? You griped me out over it. You said you're supposed to be buying Jeeps, not going and buying go-karts. That's what you told me. I know that tire blowed out, but it'll hold in.
Oh, that is so cool.
There you go.
Check this out.
Hard to find.
Look at that. Look at those decals. It's going to clean up really good.
I had it polished all up, before. If you use some WD-40 and steel wool on all the chrome, it's incredible. It looks so good.
I taught our newest member of the staff that trick about 3 weeks ago.
Steel wool and WD-40?
Steel wool, WD-40.
Yeah. It took like 3 years to get it up. Okay, ready? That's what we do. You don't hit me right here. We're holding it. You hear me, guys? Danny? Until they go. That's what I was telling you. You got it? Okay, we need to carry it out there. Let's sit down here. Alex, watch out for the step. It's right under you. Go just. Okay.
Super cool.
Sit right here.
Full front suspension.
Look at here, dude.
That's a real car.
Sit right here. This is a straight axle. Look, like for 30s Fords and all that. See the double wishbone going back and the double steering.
Really well done.
Look in here. It's really cool. And the back is the same way. See, it's sitting on a spring too in the back. You can't see it. This comes off.
Is this for towing right here?
No, it's just a push bar. But you still push them off.
You got to push them off.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I knew that.
Okay, but there's still all the original. Those wheels, they tell me, are priceless. You can't find them.
Any manufacturer marks you ever look?
Yeah, I can look. Or both. Look at that cool front suspension. Isn't that cool?
So we got a really cool Schwinn Roadster 5-speed bicycle. If you're watching the market, those things are great. I guess they've always been strong collector. A mini Sprint from the 1940s, a worn 8274. Keep this in mind. If you're looking for a worn 8274, we probably have 10 of them at Collins Brothers right now. None of them listed for sale. They should be listed for sale. We just don't have time. But if you want a worn 8274, hit us up at social@cbjeep.com. And an extremely clean, rust-free 1995 YJ that's nicely optioned. So we bought 4 things today. Picks, shovels. This is the gold. Now we got to load them.
You started off
The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Thomas Weeks. First off, happy birthday.
Hey, I appreciate that. Maybe I'll have one more. That'll be nice.
Oh, it's going to be a lot more.
When you get to be my age, you're looking forward to the next one. You really are. Okay, I got to be honest with you. this has really been fun. I love to catch up with you. You know, normally you're at work and you're always busy, you know, and we just can't be friends. But when you come out,
we'll always be friends.
No, I mean, when you come out, you know, we get to be buddies, buy and sell a car, whatever we do, and you know, just get to catch up. It's a lot of fun.
So early on, I learned a lot from Jack Doyle,
Yeah.
from your dad,
Yeah.
and from you. Because you guys hear me say picks and shovels all the time. Well, Thomas and Jack Doyle always said, if you go buy something special from a man, he's got something else.
Yeah.
You always ask, what else does he have?
Yeah, ask him, say, what do you got? What else is around here? Or at least to do some of this, some rubber.
It may be a mini bike, it might be a bicycle, it might be a go-kart. You never know, but
Well,
you
you
always
know,
ask.
it's a funny thing that you're bringing that up because both of those were found that exact same way.
See?
It's a car that I bought that I got to talking about something else, spotted it, whatever, said, hey, what are you going to do with this, blah, 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 and boom, there it is.
And most of the motorcycles we had, because you remember back in the day, Kevin and I were heavy into motorcycles.
Yeah.
But most of the motorcycles we found chasing cars.
You know, that is 100% true, but then you also found some cars chasing motorcycles.
Correct, it went both ways.
Yeah, it did.
The guy had the cool car, had a cool bike. The guy had a cool bike, had a cool car.
Well, normally they have the same interests as you,
Yeah.
okay? You know, depending on how addicted to it they are. You know, some people are more addicted to it and got hundreds of things and only give you one, and then some people's only got one and won't give you nothing. You know?
So there you go. If you guys are out chasing something, always ask, what else do you have? It might just be a D9
Yeah, I mean,
tractor.
if you have to, tell them, say, hey, you got a place around here I can go use the bathroom? Do your needs a little bit like that? You know, when you walk off, start looking. You never know what they got hiding behind the barn, you know?
All right, last thing, you know it's coming. Favorite local restaurant?
Oh, see, my favorite local restaurant would have to be downtown in Greenville, okay? And it's called, oh, golly, I can't even think of the name of it now.
Now, are we
Bottle Cap.
The Bottle Cap.
Bottle
I
Cap.
like the name of
Bottle
that.
Cap in Greenville, right on Main Street.
Okay.
Great everything.
Like home cooking food.
Everything, home cooking. They got they got a grill there. They got everything there. Ice cream, you name it.
Man,
This
it's
is
so
the
hot
place to go.
outside, I might have a soda pop.
Well, I'm going to tell you, you go there, they will not let your tea glass go in. Okay?
I like that.
And that's important on a day like today.
Now, are we in Quinlan or Cache?
You're actually, okay, I own all of this, right? Right there is actually, that right there is actually Cache. This, back this way, is Quinlan. It's the last house in Quinlan.
I tell you what, that is the most impressive water tower that we've seen in the United States.
Well, you know.
We're going to show the
I don't
Cache
know where
water
you're-
tower, even though it's 100 yards away from Quinlan. It is outstanding.
Yeah, I really don't know where you're coming from. It's just a water tower. You know,
All right, it's great to see you as
well,
always.
listen, it is. You guys be safe. I always love seeing all
I
you
would
guys.
invite him to go eat with us, but he never does unless it's Dairy Queen.
Nah,
if it's Dairy Queen, he's in for a dilly bar. Other than that, he won't do
I
it.
can't really eat when it's this hot. I really can't. You know, I used to be able to eat, and then I kind of get sick of my stomach because it's too hot. Because I'm out in it all day
All
long.
right, we're on our way back to shop.
All right, you guys drive safe, please. Hey, keep the rubber side down.
That's it.
All right.
For you.
Thank you.
Tacos.
Thank you. All right, Alex, what'd you get?
Got a barbecue bacon cheeseburger with some fries, crispy. What about you?
I got a Hawaiian. So it is chicken, pineapple, and some kind of crazy sauce, and some pico de gallo. It's so hot outside, I thought I'd get something cool and refreshing.
And yeah, I see Zach got a burrito. Chicken wrap.
Good, this is Thomas's favorite local restaurant, the Bottle Cap. This would be to Cache, Texas, Quinlan, Texas, and now we're in Greenville, Texas. And we were just discussing and trying to figure out exactly what the bicycle is. We might look at that for another minute when we get back. Thomas says it's a roadster. I'm not a Schwinn expert. I love Schwinns. I had them as a kid. It looks like a Fastback to me, but get back to shop and check it out. I like my Hawaiian tacos.
My burger was good.
So we got a Warren 8274, a Holy Grail Jeep part. We got a Schwinn 5-speed bike. We're not sure if it's a roadster or Fastback, but we're gonna ponder that. We got our 95 YJ, last year the YJ, fantastic, and a really cool 1940s quarter midget. Is that right?
What do you call it? No.
Quarter sprint.
Yes, quarter sprint.
It's got a G in the front. Let us know who the manufacturer is if you guys know. Thomas thinks it was made in California. We might look at it, see if we can find a plate or serial number. Really cool, really well designed. I mean, they don't make them like that. You ready to go back?
I am.
Going back to Wylie. All right, we're back at the shop. Thomas thought this was a 69 Roadster, but here's where we can tell right here. I learned this trick a long time ago from a guy that did show Autorama paint work, that the glass cleaner does not hurt paint. There you go. You can see right here, just barely, Fastback. So this is a Fastback model. This is also a pretty good spot right here to show. So we got this chrome right here on the guard, and like we talked about on the show, so I don't just get a mess everywhere, I like to put WD-40 on the chrome first. Now if you're in your shop, you can spray it on there liberally and it won't hurt it. So make sure the chrome's wet with WD-40. It's not gonna hurt the paint either. Take steel wool. You see up here how messy it is? Look at that. I mean, just a couple hours of elbow grease on this bike and it'll be great. Look at that, it's cleaning up like new money. So the before and after that is fantastic. Fenders, all this chrome's gonna clean up really nice. So we've got a Fastback that I think it's going to detail out. Chrome's going to clean up. Now, what year is it? Thomas thought it was a 69, and he was really close. Here's a serial number. Henry Charlie 80030. So that's August of 1967. August is when manufacturers of cars, motorcycles, most vehicles changed to the next model year. So, hence the 8. 1968. And this is the 30th Fastback bike. So 1968 Schwinn Fastback 5-speed. How cool is that? I don't know if we'll give you an update on cleaning it up, but I'm about to take it in the back. We're going to clean it up and order the pedals. All right, we got the quarter midget apart. We're trying to see if there's a manufacturer tag or a serial number or anything on it. We haven't found anything. However, a lot of these pieces on this car weren't just done in somebody's garage. Fiberglass molds for sure. Highly doubt somebody hand laid that. Front cage, the rear cage. And here's the front body work.
That front body work's really
You see the belly
nice
pan. Somebody's had a lot of fun in it. The body work's actually really good in this thing. Doesn't look like it's been all banged around and crashed up. Now you can see the suspension real good from underneath. Again, it's got a G in the front. Let's flip it down, James, and see if hopefully somebody out there knows what this is. By looking at this, what do you guys think? Did a privateer build this? A company out of California build this?
It'd have to be something.
And what does the G mean?
It's almost like it had to be a little kit of some type because it's too well built to have been just hand fabricated.
Would not be surprised. Maybe this is a kit that came out of like Mechanics Illustrated or something like
Yeah.
that. Or straight up G Racing. Let us know if you know.
As always, please
Like, tag,
Share and follow.
and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.